Restocks, man. Restocks, prices, pull rates. We're going to get into a pretty in-depth conversation about the topic at hand there. And so, how do you feel about the restocks, about places like Walmart and Target increasing their prices by 10%, 15%, and really just the pull rates being absolutely atrocious, specifically for like this last print wave we got of Evolving Skies and the last print wave we got of Fusion Strike? They're almost not even worth opening up at this point. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, putting the pressure on me to bring sunshine to
rainbows,
to all that right there. But yeah, I mean,
I did kind of just set you up, didn't I?
With a lot of things here, there's a good and a bad side to it, right? Obvious good side is there's a lot more stock out there. It's for most of us out there. I'm not going to speak for everybody because I know there's people out there that may still be struggling to find some product in their local stores. But yeah, from what I've seen and from what I've heard from the majority is stock is up. You're not really walking into Walmart and Target and not able to find a single pack of Pokemon cards anymore like it was a couple of years ago. Or maybe even last year. We were still having some issues with stock in that last year as well. And I know it's really not like that anymore. I know I've been able to go in, I've even seen more displays in my stores that I've not even seen before, like that the distributors are coming and putting out like the Pokemon Go tins.
Yep.
First time I've ever seen a display in my Walmart was those Pokemon Go tins. So, things like that are happening as well, which I didn't see anything like that, back when it was really rough and you couldn't find anything. So that's the good news. We're seeing more of it out there. But I think that good news kind of gets overtaken when you just brought it up. When you look at the pull rates of some of these sets, and you hit the nail on the head. Like the pull rates of these second and third waves are just absolutely terrible. Like it's like not even the same set that you opened up a few weeks before in your wave one stuff.
So bad.
Like I can't even, to be honest with you, love Evolving Skies. Wish I could open more of it, but I refrain from buying any of it because I don't know if it's just my luck or if it's really the pull rates, but I literally pull nothing, like hardly even holos out of that set. And like, there is so many amazing cards you can pull in that set. It's like one of the biggest sets in the Sword and Shield era, has the most alternate arts, probably the most ultra rare cards you can pull. And it feels absolutely nothing like that. Nowhere near that anymore. And it's really starting to feel like that with a couple of the other sets too, like Brilliant Stars. Nowhere near what the pull rates were when I first opened it up.
Fusion.
What else? Like, yeah, Fusion Strike as well. Yeah, I was having a great time with it when it first came out. Was getting lots of the Mew. I never actually pulled any of the alternate arts, but was getting like Mew VMAXs and Gengars and VMAXs and stuff. There's some really popular cards. Decent amount of money at the time too when they came out. But yeah, pull rates have just really seem to have tanked a lot. And maybe that can be attributed to there are so many more Pokemon cards being printed now, than there used to be even at the beginning of the Sword and Shield era.
But you would like think that they would go hand in hand, but it literally feels like they've adjusted at the factory.
I think so.
It's almost like, hey, we're going to turn up the knob on all the regular rares, all of the non-foil cards, right? Because I would guess it's probably half the price to print a non-foil card than it is a foil card. So they're by far, their profit margin on a pack that has a regular rare in it is probably twice the profit margin than a card that has a full art in it, just simply because of the ink and the foil and all that stuff, which
good point.
People might go, no, that absolutely matters for the Pokemon company. Absolutely
when they're
matters.
Printing billions of cards.
Correct. If they can change their profit margin by even 1 penny per card, or if they can change their profit margin by 5 cents per pack, you're talking millions of dollars. You're talking millions of dollars in profit. So, like, that kind of stuff really does matter. It really does feel like they just turned up the factory settings on the commons, uncommons, and regular rares. And they were just like, hey, you know, these full art, alternate arts, like, you know, just leave those the same as it was during the first print wave. So, that's why it just feels so bad in my thought. It's just so bad. Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off. Continue, sir.
No, I honestly, I feel like that's probably exactly what happened. I mean, I don't feel like they think there's a slowdown coming, a big enough slowdown coming to where if they, you know, I don't feel like I don't feel like they feel like they need to print it like it's first wave every single time because they know it's going to get bought. If they put that, you know, those 1 or 2 chase cards in there that they know everybody wants, it doesn't matter to them. They know people are going to buy it even if they, you know, tank
How long though? How long? How long are they going to be able to get away with these terrible pull rates on these second, third, and fourth print runs? How long before people just get it? Yeah. Before they go, nah, I'm going to open up Lost Origins, you know, during the first few weeks of release, and then I'm not going to go back. You know? Yeah.
I mean, I think I mean, I would say we're starting to see that a little bit now.
Huge. I agree.
And I mean, it's gonna be big, you know, into this next set as well. I think it's gonna come up also.
Yeah, so I'm gonna just lay it out right here, guys. If you are buying Lost Origins on its release week, open it up. Do not build your sealed collection on this first print wave. Don't. Because I guarantee you down the road, you know, 15, 20 years from now, when you have booster boxes of Lost Origins, people are going to be going, oh, is that first print wave or second print wave?
Yeah, I mean, there's really no way to tell.
Yeah.
There's no first editions or anything like that at all.
You know, there's going to be like, oh, well, the first 3 sealed digits of this is blah, 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 and then it's whatever. But, like...
if you want to get technical with it, I guess maybe you could probably do something like that.
So if you look at the back of the pack, you know, if there's a little black dot on the very bottom left where the guy messed up, that's first print wave. So those are going to go for 20 times what the other ones are. That's Pokemon for you. That's collectors for you, for real. So I have a cough. I don't know why it's back now after it left for a couple of weeks, but it's back. Yeah, I know, sad times. Yeah. So that's really my thing right here. And the biggest thing that I want to talk about is what kind of effect do these pull rates have on new collectors? That's huge for me, right? So just picture this for a second. You're a brand new collector. Maybe not brand new. Maybe you're back for the first time in a long time. You saw all the hype in 2020, 2021. Maybe you're a new dad, right? You're 30, 35 years old, and you got your first kid or something like that, or your kid's finally turning 5 or 6, and now he's getting interested in Pokemon. So you're like, hey, I remember Pokemon. I'm going to go buy some stuff, right? So you go over to the card section, you grab, you know, Astral Radiance ETB, which is now $45, $50 instead of $39.99. You grab yourself an Alolan Executor box at $22.99 instead of $19.99, and you spend about $80 on cards. And then you pull absolutely butt-kiss, right? Every pack in that Astral Radiance ETB was a dud. You got one holographic card that brought back some nostalgic feels, and then you got a V. You got one V card, you know, that bolt-on V that's worth an entire 18 cents, and you know the kids are just kind of like, yeah, these are kind of cool, and you know, but the kids might be satisfied with it, but is the grown-up who could potentially spend their money on the Pokemon TCG, like rushing back to Target to go, this was a lot of fun, I need to buy some more, right? Or is it going to have the opposite effect and they're going to go, I don't understand the hype of all this because blah, blah, and blah, blah. There's just nothing here. I got nothing. And again, I said this earlier in the podcast. I'm going to say it again. I understand that money is not the end-all, be-all in the Pokemon TCG. But if you give me one motivating factor that dominates over the rest, it's valuation of the cards. There's different collectors. There's people who play. There's people who love the artwork. There's people who just love Pokemon. There's people who are in it for nostalgic feels. Awesome. I get it. All of those combined probably make up 20 to 25% of the people that buy Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
The rest of them buy it because they think that it's a good investment, because they think that they will be able to maybe make some money back on it and then flip and buy some more. Like, I would say that the majority of people right now, that buy and sell Pokemon cards are doing it for valuations and how much they think the cards are going to be worth in the future or even right now. If you want to go back and say, if you want to contradict me on this, which I'm sure I'm going to get some people in the comment section, if you want to see what it looks like to only have true Pokemon fans and only people who play the TCG, welcome to 2015-16 Pokemon. That's my reply.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on it? What do you think the new collector feels when they open something?
Yeah. I try to think back about my experience. I mean, that was my exact experience. I collected back in the day, came back to it in right at the beginning of the Sword and Shield era. And I mean, there was a lot that I had no clue about. You know, the last packs of Pokemon cards that I opened were probably like early Neo era packs.
Nice.
And those cards look, way different now. So, so much to learn in that. But yeah, I mean, I would say if it was my first time, I went in and I spent $80 and literally got maybe $5 of cards out of it, in terms of hits, like that would be completely,
demoralizing,
discouraging. Yeah, demoralizing, discouraging, and it probably wouldn't make me want to go spend another $80. I can tell you that. But I mean, there's also like, if you're going to buy in some Pokemon cards, if you played it back in the day, you collected back in the day, I mean, you also have to know, like, there is that factor, right?
Mm-hmm.
It is, essentially gambling a little bit, right?
Absolutely.
You're putting your money down to hope that you can get that Charizard. So there is that, but yeah, if it's, like you said, if you're buying cards for your kids or something like that, and you're trying to have like that kind of experience and it's a total dud, that's, I mean, a kid's not going to be excited about that. It's, if you can't get the kid excited about it, it's total wash.
And believe it or not, the kids actually, they actually understand when a card is worth something and when it's not. A lot of people don't understand that. A lot of people think, oh, the kids are just going to play with the cards and put them in their mouth and chew on them. Like, obviously, the people who say that shit don't have kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, the people who talk like that with the kids, they don't have kids. They don't. Because they know, they absolutely know what cards are worth a little bit and not a little bit. And it ranges. I have a 5-year-old who knows. Does he understand the value of $1 yet? No. But he understands when a card is worth something and when it's not. And now you can say, oh, that's because he's your kid, and that's things that you focus on. No, I focus on a lot of stuff. I have an entire binder full of cards that are worth about 35 cents a piece, but I built them and I love them because I used to collect them when I was a kid. So I'm not all about the money, but I do think it's the most powerful aspect of the trading card game that people don't talk about, or I want to say it's taboo, right? It's not that people don't talk about it. A lot of people do talk about it, but some people just consider it taboo, and they're just like, no, we don't talk about money here. We talk about how glorious the artwork is. We talk about how good, that plays in the TCG and how well it feels when you pull it out of your deck and that nice Dragon Shield matted sleeve.
Heck yeah, that's what I talk about.
I know. You're just
that's what gets me going. How that Dragon Shield feels pulling it out of the deck. There you go.
Yes, I've got nothing because it's a blank sleeve. But look at those. Look how awesome. You can't really tell because of light, but look how awesome these sleeves are, bro. These are the Dragon Shield.
In the live deal.
Yeah, man. These are the Dragon Shield brushed art sleeves. These are the Halloween special 2022. They sent me these for being a part of the affiliate program. And
those look awesome.
I got Christmas ones too. The Christmas ones are even cooler, but they are amazing. They are really, really cool. Big suggestion. Hey, if you guys want your own Dragon Shield, link in description. Goes right to their website, affiliate link. I get a little kickback as well. Very much appreciated.